and nothing was given to you. You had to get it out the mud, sitting on the throne. Y'all tune in, share the link, baby. I'm sitting on the throne. I'm sitting on the throne. It's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince. I'm sitting on the throne. I'm sitting on the throne. Ain't no gatekeeping going on here, baby. I'ma give you all the game I know. I'm sitting on the throne. Tune in every week. I'm sitting on the throne. We live every Tuesday, 12 noon, baby. Eastern Standard Time. I'm sitting on the throne. I appreciate this journey. I'm sitting on the throne. It's a lot more no's given than yeses. But you keep on going, baby. I'm sitting on the throne. The people you want to support you won't always support you. But there's always people that want to support you. Remember that. I'm sitting on the throne. Yo, you gotta work hard. And nothing was given to you. You had to get it out the mud, sitting on the throne. Y'all tune in, share the link, baby. I'm sitting on the throne. I'm sitting on the throne. It's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince. I'm sitting on the throne. I'm sitting on the throne. Ain't no gatekeeping going on here, baby. I'ma give you all the game I know. I'm sitting on the throne. What's up, baby? Sitting on the throne. Where you tuning in from? Put in the comments where you're tuning in from, baby. See how I made my little intro music? I made that. Get tired of getting flagged for copyright stuff. I made something up on my phone. Just talking over top of an instrumental. What's up, y'all? Episode number 33. Sitting on the throne. Lamika Bush Wheat. She is from Mobile, Alabama in that building. Okay. Carlisa, what's up? Perry George in the building. Vaughn said, B More is in the building. Yeah, I got let me know where y'all coming in from. I'm almost at 89,000 followers. I definitely don't know everybody, but I'm learning everybody. I'm trying to. Welcome to Sitting on the Throne. Today's conversation will be a very popular conversation. Today's conversation will be surrounded around the word support. What's up, y'all? Oh, not Miami, not my second favorite city in the world. Showing up on the podcast today. Carla said Miami in the building. What's up, Leslie? The DMV Divas in the building. But today's conversation will be around support. Over the last, I'm gonna say 2 or 3 weeks, this is kind of the word that's been resonating. A lot of people have been talking about it. A lot of people have been having issues with it. A lot of people are feeling discouraged by it. A lot of people are confused. Some people just don't get it. Some people are taken aback, feel some kind of way. But the word of today will be support. And we're going to talk about how it can look, how it does look, and you might not recognize it, and how there may be a lack of it when it comes to certain things in the line dancing community. What's up, Stephanie? Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button on there. It is for the free 99. Some of y'all been on Facebook for a while, and some of y'all don't know exactly how the stars work on Facebook. So basically, stars are a way that social media influencers and people who do stuff on social media can kind of be like a pat on the back. It's like a great job. Here's a couple stars. Here's some stars for you. And stars are cheap. Stars can cost a few cents, a few dollars, depending on how many you buy in, so that you can give to people when they go live or when they do certain things on social media. So I do recommend you guys starting investing in that kind of stuff. And people will return the favor to you as well. Everybody needs to invest in some stars. If you spend $5 to $10 on some stars, I think like it might be a star, a cent, or something like that. 100 stars might be $100 or something like. $1. Yeah, 200 stars might be $2, something like that. So, you get somebody 50 stars, it's like giving them 50 cents or something like that. But yeah, check into it. The stars, people always talk about give me stars, give me stars. That's what they're talking about when they're referencing stars on Facebook. On TikTok, it's gifts. So you can give gifts which represent a certain amount of points as well. But welcome to Sitting on the Throne. This is episode 33. I am Carlos, the Line Dance Prince. I cannot act like everybody who pops in here knows who I am. I'm not going to be that ignorant. And I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I host this podcast. I'm a co-host on Sitting. I'm the host of Sitting on the Throne. I'm a co-host on Only in Line Dance podcast, which comes on tonight at 10:30 with me, Steph, and Quan. And then on Sundays, I'm also a co-host on a podcast called I'm in so many podcasts, I don't remember the names of them. Soul Line Dance. Let's Talk Soul Line Dance with me and Mr. Charles. And that's where we bring on people and interview them and talk about what they do and how they influence the community. So 3 different podcasts you can catch me on. This is my own personal podcast. I bring guests on rare occasions, but I usually want to highlight people that are exceptional testimonies and stuff like that. We'll have a couple more of those coming up soon. What's up, Christine? But today's, like I said, today's word of the day will be support. But before we get into that, we will talk about Soul Line Dance Radio. Some of you not familiar with it. Soul Line Dance Radio is the radio station that I created for line dancers. It's line dance music all day, every day. You can tune in and hear different DJs mixes, or just line dance music playing in general from all over the country, different genres, different type of feels. You know, we got some R&B, we got some hip hop, we got some go go, everything, a little bit of everything on there. I thought I had a pop up for the radio station, but I don't. So I'm gonna have to create one. But it is soullinedanceradio.com. Check that out. I think 7 a.m. we got Lady Steph. She DJs every 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got DJ Chops 5 p.m. for the drive at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, just all type of stuff going on throughout the day. Make sure you check out soullinedanceradio.com for the different mix. The Beginner's Ball. The Beginner's Ball registration opens July 1st for the public. This thing gonna sell out quick. People are excited about this. People are inboxing me every day, messaging me. Um, Jump on it. July 1st, we back in Richmond, Virginia with the event. I got the whole Main Street station, talking about 47 to 49,000 square feet. This is 20,000 square feet bigger than the ballroom we had in Atlanta. Like, it's crazy big. Beautiful ambiance, downtown Shockoe Bottom. We in Richmond, right in the heart of the city. At night is beautiful. It's welcome to Richmond. Come on down. Hotel information should be going out soon, but I'm just gonna lock that in. But I'll be dropping hotel information on July 1st as well. So everything will be dropped at the same time. Hotel information, uh, and tickets will be all dropped on July 1st. Get ready. Mark your calendars. Get your alarms ready for when they go off at 12:01 at midnight. Get in there. Get your tickets. Um, we do have tickets available for the pre-party in Miami if you're going on the Line Dance and Groovy Cruise. This is the event right here. Let me take this other thing off the screen so you won't get lost. This is the pre-party. If you're not on a cruise, that's cool. You come down to Miami a couple of days early. I can send you information on all the hotels we have for our cruise. So if you're not coming for the cruise, you can come down for the cruise party. Right now, it's only $30. The ticket sale ends for the $30 early bird at the end of this month. So go ahead and get your $30 tickets now because the price will increase to $50. But you're getting thousands of your favorite line dancers under one roof in South Beach, Miami at the Miami Beach Convention Center. Plus, we got these artists who perform some of the line dances that we do. They perform some of the songs to line dances that we do, and they'll be there as well. So, some of your favorite DJs, all your favorite line dancers, everybody under one roof. This will be the biggest line dance party you probably ever attended in your life, easily. So, you definitely want to come down there, even if you're not going on a cruise. And if you need hotel information, I'll tell you, I'll give you the links to all the hotels where everybody else is staying, all the cruisers that's going. So you be at the same hotel that we at. And so you be in the mix. All right. But that is a steal. $30. Nobody doing that. Nobody. Check that out. Tune in. Be a part of the fun. Do not miss out on that. Also, me and my mother will be doing a video together live, which will be on YouTube and Facebook soon. and we'll be talking about excursions. If you're interested in booking excursions on the cruise with us and on the Line Dance and Groovy Cruise with all 3,000 of your cousins, um, we'll be doing a podcast on that very shortly, um, with all that information. What else do I have for you? She said some of my line dance people came from Ohio. They had a good time. Okay. What's up, Cree? How many tickets this year? Right now, you saying 15. I'm gonna cut it off at 1,500. I can do as many as I want, but I just wanted. I gotta realize how many people do I want to manage, right? Every year we grow. Every year we learn from the following the previous year, kind of get better with it. Somebody was telling me to do 2,000. The venue can easily hold 4,000 people, but I think I'm gonna be comfortable at 1,500. So I tell everybody to just get your tickets because they will sell out. Because the pre-sale thing went out of control. We already clean over 900 people, and we ain't even open to the masses yet. So I tell everybody July 1st, when July 1st hit, you got to get on it. Tell your people to be ready. All right. So today's topic is support. I think that's enough of my promoting. I don't have nothing else to promote. Support. So I see people conversation when support comes up on a local level, national level, and just when you think about people that you want to entertain you in general. Um, we'll start locally. I think more people can attest to this conversation, regardless of what part of the country you are from. The local scene is the toughest scene. The local scene, 9 times out of 10 for most line dancers, especially now, it's where it all started for you. You fell in love locally at the cookouts, the parties. Somebody invited you to a line dance night. Somebody invited you to a line dance class. You were part of a line dance group. Locally, you fell in love with line dancing. Somewhere down the line, you became an instructor. And uh, and it's tough coming into the transition now of the line dance craze, where everybody's all excited about line dancing. You want to put out a product and people gravitate to it. You say, well, Carlos, well, I'm official. I know terminology. I know the choreographers. I give the dancers the right names. I'm a great teacher. People should be coming to my class to get what I have to get. And it's the thing about it is, I want to look at it. I'm always going to play devil's advocate, even though I struggle with support, right? The mental aspect of it. There's too many factors that determine who supports you. Social media. How active and engaged are you in social media? I think Short Girl made a post last week. How come I don't see none of my friends or people that I really like on my timeline? And Zinga's answer was, you have to engage, right? Engagement. How many of you actually go to your people's pages, the people that you really rock with, not just like, comment, laugh, engage, joke, be active. That's how you increase that level of connection on social media. Because what happens is Facebook decides what you like based on how you act. So the more you like, the more you engage, the more you go back and forth um, on social media with people, the more it's being seen and shown because it says this is the kind of stuff you and they both like, right? So if you just like line dance stuff in general, random line dance people will be coming up on your timeline and you'll see line dancing all the time. But there are specific people that you like and comment on all the time. Those people will always and forever be relevant on your timeline. But if you think to yourself and say, man, I ain't seen no post on my page in a long time, and you actually got to type in their name and go to their page, you will see that they've been posting this whole time. You just have not been engaging and liking none of that stuff. And it's cool. You might have liked it out in your head and said, oh, it's funny. You might have laughed out loud, literally. But unless you typing in LOL or putting the laugh emoji on the comments, Facebook does not know that you really laughed at it. Facebook does not know that you really rock with this person. Facebook does not know I prefer to see this person's content, right? So just because you took your weekend to create a flyer to promote your line dance class, all these people that you're not engaging with are not seeing it, right? That's how you get to engage. That's why engagement is so important. If you go to your dashboard on Facebook, they tell you engage, engage. Go back to these comments and respond. Go back to these pages and say something, right? Some of y'all put a post up and everybody comment on it and you just liking it. You liking their comments. You just hearting their comments. That's not engagement. Engagement is thank you. I appreciate the love. Oh, you're so kind. Oh, I appreciate those kind words. Typing something, taking the time to type stuff. It sounds like a lot, but do you want the support or not? Because are you willing to put in? It's a new day. It's a new time. Support looks different. You know, everybody want everybody to share their stuff. Everybody want everybody to do this, but you got to change with the times, or you get left behind. A lot of people was upset with me in my emergence in the line dance community, but I'm able to by me being younger. I'm in my 40s. By me being younger, understanding technology, I'm able to adjust, adapt, and make the corrections needed to get more of what I want. What's up, Andrea? What's up, Natasha? Callie in the house. So when we're talking about support, we have to understand how this thing has changed. You can no longer put up the flyers at the grocery store and think a bunch of people are going to show up to your class. We are past that. Now you can still do that. They still have those bulletins at the grocery store, and people put stuff up there. I'm not saying don't do that, but that cannot be your only way. You cannot rely on emails. I know that for a fact. I'm dealing with 3,000 people in my group for this cruise, and it tells us if people open their email or not. We got 1,200 people who didn't open their emails. So you have to understand, you have to be very knowing of the changes of technology and what people really utilize or not. How much junk email do people get that they don't look at? Like I said, are you engaging on social media with people that you really want to rock with, right? How often do you post? Did you post it last month and you say it's on my Facebook? No, you got to post it every week. That's how that works. And then there's different levels of posting. Some of y'all just post it on your timeline, not knowing that there's stories. Or you can create a reel with that flyer and add music to it, right? Some of you got the same flyer. Change the flyer, even if you use the same flyer with different color schemes. Give it a different look. People get tired of seeing the same thing all the time. Because one thing people are doing is scrolling. And you want to create a moment where people see something different that makes them think they're missing something and say, oh, let me check that out. Me talking about support, a lot of times people will come up to me and say, this is me. Y'all think my class be packed and jumping. It's people that don't know my class exists because there are so many unturned stones that we have to take advantage of what we know. Hold on one second. Hold that thought. Because my laptop is about to die. Hold on one second. So it's funny because I got a lot of people, and some of y'all in here right now. I got a lot of friends on Facebook or just in general that have businesses, and they say, Carlos, I don't be on Facebook. I don't be on Instagram. All that tells me is you don't want nobody in your class. Nobody is walking down the street and accidentally running into your spot like that. Like it can happen. Yes, people do stumble upon stuff, but let's be real, people. Let's be real. Even if you have to come on here just to post your information and log off, you still gotta do it. But like I said, the way the algorithms is made, you can't just do that no more. You have to engage. The days of just posting and everybody seeing it is over. Like most of you, I'm not even gonna say a lot of you. Most of you guys are not visible to a lot of the line dance community because you're not posting enough, you're not engaging enough, and so you're not on everybody's timeline, right? How do I get to almost 89,000 followers? I'm crossing a lot of people's timelines. That's how they found me. I didn't know 89,000 people and they just automatically became my followers. No. You have to be consistent. That's how you get 200 people to show up to your class. That's how you get people to know that your class is going on. I'm not saying that you have to want what I want, but when people start talking about that word support, as much as I complain about support, we have to be real about our expectations and based on what we're doing to get it. Right? Secondly, it's the most important part, right? Secondly, the support that y'all get upset with the most, this the part, this the catcher right here. It's the kicker. You're not getting support from the people you think you're supposed to be getting support from. So we're not even talking about the millions and trillions and billions of people that's out in the social media world. It's the people that you know and you want to support you and you want them to be there. You want them to pull up, right? This is when you're successful. I'm going to show you the definition of success. When you no longer require those people to be present for you to do something. When I first started doing line dancing, I had a girlfriend at the time. She used to come to all my stuff. She was there with me. Her mom used to come, my mom, a couple of my best friends would be there. And they didn't even really like line dancing for real, for real. They used to kind of just be there for like support for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, line dancing was cool to them, but they would just be there for support. But the moment I knew I made it is when I didn't need them to be there anymore. Like, or I will forget that they weren't there. Like that's when I knew I made it. Like it's so many people in here, I don't have time to think about, is my mom here or not? And people are like, where your mom at? I'm like, oh, she's not here? Oh, I don't even know. Right. These people that you want to be there or you envision being there, like for this thing to work, for this thing to be successful, I want these people to be there. Once you get past that and understand that they are no longer needed, you will be on a whole different path, right? And I had to learn this locally and nationally, right? Think about that for a second. 95% of the people in my line dancing class, I did not know them before I became a line dance instructor. That means these are complete strangers off the street walking into my class to learn line dancing. That comes from me promoting the hell out of myself. Like I said, high level of engagement, being creative with what I do, and being intentional about how I am when I'm out in public. And these are the things that increase that support. And now you just gonna have to get over the fact that the support is not coming from the people that you wanted to come from. But support is coming, right? So some of y'all, I ain't on Facebook like that. I don't be on Instagram. I ain't got no TikTok. All I'm saying is that must mean you really don't want what you say you want. Because everybody else doing, everybody that's succeeding is doing it that way. Why you think Walmart on Facebook? Why you think Amazon promote on Facebook? Why you think TikTok and Amazon and all these, I mean, not TikTok, but Amazon and all these big companies, Coca-Cola and, they promoting on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Why you think they're doing that? Because that's where you get to the people. There's no way to there's no better way to access people than social media. They televising football games and soccer games and baseball games on social media now. You can watch NBA on YouTube now, NFL Network on YouTube. Social media is where it's at. So you either gonna get it on or you're gonna get left and you're gonna complain about it. So I'm the topic today is support. So I'm gonna get to the part where people really ain't supporting you because that is a real thing. But you have to understand you have a responsibility and there is some accountability that you have to take to get support more in today's society. This is no longer a put flyers up on the wall outside on a pole or something like that. Like that stuff still works, but we talking about 90% of the world is on their phone, right? Corporate, 9 to 5ers, entrepreneurs, social workers, retirees. My grandma be on her phone watching YouTube, laptop. You know what I'm saying? So I know for a fact that you have to adjust this. So you got people coming up. Like I said, me, I'm younger. I know how the social media works. I'm taking advantage of it. And so even though I may want more support, you might look at me like Carlos get all the support. No, I'm just utilizing the technology better than you are, but I still want more support too. All right. Now I said facts. When I started my first class, I had 40 people, only 3 people there. But I had over 90 people that were I knew personally that was begging me to start the class in the first place. I learned quickly after my first class to put energy into those that are there and those that are not. Exactly. And that's the hardest part for most of us, especially us African Americans. The people that we want to be there are not there, and it kills us, whether we want to admit it or not. Once you get past that mental break, you're going to take off with this journey. And that's not nothing to do with line dancing. That's if you are an entrepreneur, if you selling clothes, if you selling jewelry, if you selling cars, if you got a lemonade stand or whatever you do, the people you want to support you are not the people that are going to make you successful. It's cool if they're there. That's cool. But I'm telling you, there is a tribe of people out there waiting for you to find them. And don't worry about these people that you want to be there. That is where it's at. And like, when y'all see my class, I think Stephanie said our last class we had 100 and what 38 people, 138 people. Before I started teaching line dancing, I knew probably 3 people in there, 3 or 4 people, all of them over 100 people in my class. Like, bro, like when I had them big classes, when I bring in, out of town instructors, I don't know none of these people from before line dancing. So that means somewhere down the line, they had to be making a connection somewhere. This is how we found out about these events. Half of the events that I go to, I don't necessarily meet these people, right? Social media is huge now. Now, personally speaking, that's why I stress travel, because I do tend to lean towards people that I have a personal connection with. So a lot of the events I go to, I personally know the host, and it makes it easier for me to pull up. But we're talking about the word support today. So support starts with you doing what it takes for you to get your product, service, hobby, or whatever your activity is out to the people. And then we judge if the support is supporting or not. If the support is real, the support is strong. So I know y'all wanted me to come on here and talk about support, but I was going to lead off with, are we doing what we supposed to be doing? Are we learning the things that we need to learn to get our support to the highest potential of where it can be? And then once you do all that you can do, now we can talk shit about the motherfuckers that don't support. Right? Now we can do that. That's why I try to get y'all too. Because we still gonna talk shit about them. We still gonna do that. They not left out the equation. But to understand how to be successful, like Lala was saying, you have to cherish the people that are supporting you too, though. Don't put too much energy into the people that ain't doing nothing for you. When you got a solid core coming in, if you only got 5 people in your line dance class and they've been rocking with you since they found you, this is what you can't do. I used to do this all the time. In front of them, I used to talk about how frustrated I was about people not being there, which is a slap in the face to them that's there. Like, this teach us, we here, we're ready to learn. We want to get it in. We don't care that nobody else here. We're here. And once you focus on that and you get, bro, listen to me. That's the best. I'm gonna give you a lot of gems today, but that might be the best one right there. Once you understand what you have in front of you, cherish them people and go all in with them, I'm gonna give you the secret sauce right here to support right here. It's the secret sauce of support. And it's stronger than social media. It's stronger than, these things I just spoke about when it comes to putting your thing out there. Like me, when I had 50 people in my class, the real reason I got to over 100 every week, because those 50 that love me and I love them back go out into the world and talk about what we got going on Monday. And then people come because of what they said, not necessarily what they see on social media. It's because people have actually touched it, witnessed it, and felt the energy and the vibe. And those people say, hey, man, you want to have a good time? This is where I be at on Mondays. And that's the real secret sauce right there. So as much as we talk about, as much as I, talk about learning this social media, learning how the algorithms work, engaging. Some of y'all is bougie divas. Y'all post. Y'all don't engage with people who comment. Y'all post. Y'all don't like nobody would say what they say, or you post a picture of yourself and you only engage with the women on there, but you don't engage with the men. Y'all picking and choosing, but guess what? So is your support. So you either got to support everybody or you ain't gonna get supported. So when I post something, I try to go in there and like all the comments when I can, and say thank you. Not just like it, say thank you, or thank you for the kind words, or I appreciate that. That's too much for you. But you want somebody to get out their bed, take a shower, get dressed, drive across town, pay $10 for your line dance class, but you can't type the words thank you. You can't type the words good morning. Like, so when you want support, you got to be putting out that same energy to get it back. Some of y'all go to y'all pages right now on social media, all y'all pictures, all y'all videos, y'all just posting and don't say nothing to nobody. And nobody supports me. You ain't loving on nobody. That's why you get it back. You gotta give the support to want the support. Some of y'all host events. Let's get to the national scene. Some of y'all host events, but when y'all go to events, y'all just want to be a attendee and complain and whine. And then when you have an event, you want people to be understanding and help. But hold on, when you was here, you was this. Hold on now, time out. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. That's why when I have my events, I ain't got enough spots for people that want to help me. Because every time I met somebody event, they already know I'm there to work. I want to have a good time, but I put my time in because I know what it is to run an event. So anywhere I can help to make this event work or be better than what it is, I'm gonna put it in. So when I have my events, my inbox be flooded with people that say, I want to volunteer, I want to help. Where do you need help at? Because they know I give it all the time. So when we're talking about the word support, are you doing what is required of you when you have the power, when you have the energy, when you are capable of doing things? Are you utilizing it? Are you utilizing this social media? Are you utilizing your time at these events? Right? Because if you just want to be attendee, that's like saying you might as well just go ahead and be a student. You shouldn't be a teacher, right? Because it's like they say, all great teachers are great students. It's the same way with being an event host. To be a great event host, you got to be a great attendee. You can't be a bad attendee and be a great event host because you don't got that balance. You don't understand both sides, right? So when we talking about the word support, yeah, it's real. Celebrate the people in the room. Correct, correct, correct. I, I'm feeling this to get. You got a good. You gotta give to get. Yeah, you got to. What, man? Listen. That's another secret sauce. That's some more secret sauce. Everybody want to get, and you ain't give. It don't work like that. This is how we get to where we get to. I'm 15 years in come December. I done gave way more than I got. I'm just starting to receive my blessings now. I've been giving the whole damn time, right? Even when you in your training phase, you work at these big, what do you call them, box gyms, whatever. You working at American Family Fitness. You working at Golds. You working at, I was at Victory Lady Fitness, or you at Crunch. But they don't care if you got 75 people in your class or 5 people in your class. You getting $25. You get $30, right? So I did 3 years at Victory Lady. I I done gave $100,000 worth of line dancing out for $25. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you talking about bodies, bruh, they owe me, like, you know what I'm saying? But that's when you learning, you getting better, understanding yourself, getting better at the terminology. You utilize that time to get better at what you do. And then once you actually become who you are and you have a value and you are this, your price is your price. And now you can start getting back what you put into it, right? But if you ain't ever threw no free event out at the park, if you ain't never did no volunteer work, if you ain't never did no coat drive, if you ain't never do no book collection or canned good drive, or if you ain't never did that stuff, you ain't never give. You ain't never did nothing. You don't understand. You ain't supposed to be getting nothing, right? If you ain't never raised no money for no charity, if you ain't never, I can go on and on and on and on. Things I've done. Community days, community outings, national night out I've done for the last 10 years. Memorial Day cookouts, Labor Day cookouts. We did food drives, clothing drives, went to actually hand out food for the homeless, canned good drives, school supply, backpacks for all age groups, high school, middle school, elementary school. I've used line dancing to pay for a whole basketball league in my community where tons of kids get to play for free. I've done that for 9 years straight. Like, we talking about getting support. Are you giving support? Are you giving, and are you giving just to give? Because if you're giving to get support, then that's not a thing. It has to really be in you. Like, when I help out at events, I'm not helping out at events so you can help me at my event. No, I'm not doing that. I'm helping out at your event because I really see that you need help at your event. Like, I can't sit back and criticize you, man. That trash can is full up. Look at that. You got shit on the floor over there. Why they got all these chairs over here? Why they not? No, I'm gonna be like, yo, you want me to move these chairs? Hey, you need me to dump that trash? And y'all know a lot of time I won't even ask. If I know for a fact something needs to be done, I ain't even asking because that's here, right? But when we're talking about getting support in the community, right? How are you showing up when it's time for you to show up? Right? You want everybody to spend money, book a plane ticket, book a hotel, uh, uh, pay for registration. How many registrations is you paying for? Like, people talk about people scalping and gouging the line dance community. Uh, how many events that you've been to that you wasn't an instructor or a DJ? Because some of y'all just going, if you ain't free or getting paid, you ain't going. So you won't support. How many tickets have you bought? How many, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk the talk. If you're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. Me seeing people levels of their event, I will pay and still act like I ain't paid. Like I'm a regular, you know what I'm saying? I'll be an instructor and still pay sometime. Just because I know like this, you first time event, second time event, or I see what you got going on, you might need help. That's what I do. Or I'll pay and don't even be an instructor and still be moving around like I'm helping, like I'm part of the team. Come on, bro. So when we talking about support, let's talk about you. Let's put a picture of you up on the screen right now, and let's talk about what you do for the community. And so when we come to this side and say, why ain't nobody supporting her? But shit, she ain't did shit. She out here, she just want to get stuff, but she ain't giving nothing. So we gonna put up everything you doing over here, and then we gonna look over here and see what you want. And it ain't balancing. It ain't making sense. Right? Is you pulling up, right? And you gotta think, everybody got excuses, everybody got reasons, but like the age old saying is, we got time for what we make time for. I started my parenthood late. I have an 8-year-old son. All right. So all y'all got these grown kids, y'all traveling around the world. With me being a super duperly active father in my son's life, I got him all the time, almost every day. He here now. I'm still booking these flights. I'm still paying for registrations. I'm still showing up. I'm still helping out. I'm still dancing on the floor. I'm still acting the fool. I'm still hugging people, kissing babies, and donating money. Whatever you need me to do, I'm showing up. I'm doing it. So if you think I have a higher level of support, the proof is in the pudding, right? I don't walk around like I'm no celebrity, like I'm no diva. Everybody get a hug as long as I ain't working. As long as I ain't pushing the trash can or I ain't got no speaker in my hand or I ain't got, y'all know I'm there. I'm there. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna hug you, take pictures, kiss on you, hug on you, whatever. I'm gonna do that. And but to go back to the side that y'all really want to talk about when it comes to support, um, you have to get over it. The people that you want to support you, you have to get over it. If I show you all the messages of the people come to my event all the time. All of my events, my cruises, my beginners ball. Why you never had so and so? Or why you never had so and so? There's people that's watching right now. That's I reached out to. Like I've reached out to pretty much everybody to a certain extent at some point during this journey. And a lot of those people that we all love and we all crazy about told me no. And guess what? We still here. Right? You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that keep you stagnant, locally and nationally. The people that you think that's gonna show up, your best friends, your cousins, your people you look up to, your mama, your auntie, and all them, those are not the people that's gonna make your event or you successful, whatever you're trying to do. Is when you start getting in front of a whole bunch of strangers and being unapologetically you and they loving it and loving on you, where you see what I'm talking about. This is why I went the totally after year two, mm, after year three of my cruise, I went a totally non-traditional route with my events. And with that cruise, y'all started seeing it. I had a list of instructors, ain't nobody know who they was. People was like, why, who did he get these people? Who are these people? And you know why they was there? Because all the people that we wanted to be there didn't want to be there. And so we ain't say we won't gonna have the event. I just looked around the landscape of the country and saw people that was actually working harder than the people that we look up to. I'm like, well, shit, it's a bunch of great instructors out here that's waiting to be loved on and be appreciated. So I don't need these people that I'm trying to get that I think I needed for my event to be successful. And this is how we get to where we get to. And so many instructors will tell you, they say I found them when they was one of the unknowns, because that's how it was. Because I was that unknown guy trying to put on an event, and they were looking at me like, "Why we want to do an event with you? We don't know who you are. Who are you? Blah blah blah." So I'm like, you know what? It's about to be an unknown guy throwing on an event with a bunch of unknowns, and we gonna have a time of our life. And that's how it goes. That's how it goes. You know, look at the beginners ball this year. I got underrated people. I got people that's new. Somebody that's been in the game for a minute but don't get no recognition. You know what I'm saying? Look at Alicia down in Atlanta. Bruh, she is so exceptionally, she is so great at what she does, but it's under the radar, flying under the radar. Y'all don't see her at all these big events. Nobody picking her to do nothing. But she working. Y'all see her class in Atlanta? She working. They learning. You know what I'm saying? Look at Donetta out in LA. They are mammoths. There's beasts out there in LA. But she new, up and coming, working hard, putting in that work, social media booming. She glowing all over the screen, energy popping out your phone. April down in Maryland, you know. So you don't always have to use the same people everybody else using and thinking that we're not gonna be successful, we're not gonna get nowhere. It's talent everywhere. The talent that you want might not want to support you, and that's okay. But there's tons of people out here that's just as talented, if not more, that is willing to support you, and you be able to support and love on them back. And that's what I've created. I've created a network of people that we love and support each other, and we know we was there for each other when nobody else was. And you can't break that bond. You cannot inbox anybody about me that really know me and say nothing crazy about me, because they know me. Y'all too late. You too late. You missed out. Because most likely the same people that was missing out and pushing me to the side were doing the same thing to them. So my support system is a little bit different because I've learned this 8, 9, 10 years ago. See what I'm saying? And so when we talking about support, it's never always going to be all the people that you want to support you. The people that you look up to. The people that you was going crazy over that you probably shouldn't. You should have been worshiping anybody in the first place. But I'm telling y'all, there's nobody that can tell me anything about the people that I rock with. And there's nothing that you can tell them about me, because they really know me, they really rock with me. We've been rocking with each other for so long. Tanya Starr, one of them, she know. Y'all can come in my inbox, say what y'all want to say. But when I reached out to her from day one, she pulled up. People like that from day one. I got the people that y'all want, people be in my inbox. Why you ain't got this person? Why you ain't got that person? I got to sit on my knees and beg to them people to come and be a part of what I got going on, when there's hundreds of other instructors in the country that would be grateful and love to come and be a part of what I got going on. And now I get to where I'm at. Them same people that I was begging and trying to get to part of my event saying crazy things about me because they're not a part of my event. But guess what? You had this opportunity a long time ago. That train has moved on. It's okay. It's okay. I still love you. I still like your videos. I still comment in the comment sections. But I got people that rock with me and I rock with them. And that's my support system. That's where we at right now. Because even though I may forgive, I don't forget, right? And so when we're talking about support, you can't be mad at the new folks coming in, because guess what? All the new folks supporting each other. You see what I'm saying? And that's where we at right now. You know, yes, can local support be better? Yes. Can national support be better? Yes. But I'm here to tell you there are tons of people out here that is not being reached out to. You bringing all these heavy hitters to your event just to find out ain't nobody coming to your event because these heavy hitters, they too heavy, right? They not promoting it. They just showing up, doing what they doing, going home. These people that's out here that still got that love, they still non-biased. They just loving what they do. They love line dancing. They got a clean mind, a clean slate. They don't have no. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all what I know. I don't get 3,000 people on the ship because I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't get 1,200 in Atlanta where I don't live at because I don't know what I'm talking about. You have to be genuine. You have to really love on people. And you have to understand talent is talent regardless of what their name is. Even I fell victim to that. Looking for all the big name people. I want all the big name people. And that's cool because we do respect big names. We do respect history. We do know who our legends are. But I'm here to tell you and stand on it on the highest platform I can stand on. They will not make or break your event. I promise you. You know how I know that? Look at all the events that sold out, that sell out before they even announce who the instructors is. Y'all don't know who instructed at the beginners ball? People don't care. They know the intent of the event. They know who hosting it. They know that it's gonna be great regardless. They showing up. Like a vibe is a vibe. You can't kill that. You either got it or you don't. You have to be. I'm telling y'all. When we talking about the word support, is you giving it, and it's gonna come regardless. And these big names everybody chasing ain't where it's at. Because people are picking and choosing. There are all these same instructors at all these other events. And then you're gonna feel some kind of way when people tell you no, they can't be a part of your event. But guess what? There are all of these great new upcoming instructors. There's even some older instructors that just never got a chance to get on nobody's stage. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about that. I do that every year on my event. Y'all be like, who is that? You be looking at the instructor list, who is that? As long as I see you working, I go to your page. I can pull up to your class if I want to in your city and see you doing what you do. I want you on my team because I already set the stage for you. People are already here. As long as I'm bringing quality people in on board, bruh, we dance at the end of the day. Yeah, so much talent. I ain't lying to y'all. Carlin just came in. She want to up and coming new instructors. Y'all ain't busting down her door. You want to teach at UC? You want to be an instructor at Cali Jam? You want to be so? No. But I know, like, I'm watching. I see it. I got my eye on probably like 25, easily 25 instructors right now that I be seeing on my timeline that's working. Classes, different levels. They doing beginner, intermediate, advanced, whatever. Like, they teaching all this stuff. They moving and working. I already got my checklist. Like, shoot, I'm gonna give her about a year. She working. Boom. I'm gonna get her on there. Boom, boom, boom. That's how we really get to another level. If we bring in the same 5 instructors and DJs there, well, we not gonna grow. Can't nobody get on. Look at my DJs at the beginners ball. I added 2 more to the to the DJ lineup. I got a brand new DJ. Then I got a DJ that been DJing a while, but under the radar. And then I got my 2 regular. So I'm saying I'm always introducing new people. One of them wasn't even a DJ a couple years ago. She said, I want to be a DJ. We started working with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what your name is or who rock with you. If I rock with you, see that you do quality work, if you passionate about this, I'm going to support you. And guess what you going to do? I want everybody to type it in the comments. If I rock with you, I see what you're doing. I support you. What you going to do for me? Type it in the comments. Exactly. Bro, that's all I'm saying. Support me right back. It's that, bro. And that's the part everybody miss. Like I said, you got the divas out here. Some people, if they ain't instructing, if they ain't DJing, they ain't showing up. Bro, I'm booking flights. I'm booking reservations. I'm clicking on links. I'm getting registrations. Right? Because I know how it is. But that's just me. I'm a people person, first of all. So I'm good just because people there. I like to travel, second of all. So I'm trying to get on the plane anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to show up. I'm popping out. I'm gonna be in Memphis this weekend. I'm coming to Memphis. I ain't never been to Memphis. I want to put my hands on Beale Street for a few days. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming before the party. I'm staying after the party. I'm gonna be there for a few days. But that's me pulling up and supporting somebody that support me. That man Chop support the hell out of me. Bro, the ticket prices were looking astronomical. Guess what? Swipe. I'm coming. You see what I'm saying? That's how we get to where we want to get to. Not, yo, you got a room for me? Hey, Chops, can I sleep on your couch? You know, I mean, that would be cool though. But, you know what I'm saying? That's not how we got there. I'm not reaching out. Everybody always want to get a handout. You know what I'm saying? Can I get in the pool party for free? You know what I'm saying? Bro, you can't pay $25? Bro, come on. Like, that's what I'm talking about. And you leave in college. Yeah, so I say all that to say you shouldn't do it to get support. But when you're naturally supporting all of these causes, like I said, even if we're collecting books, school supplies, coat drives, giving food to the homeless, um, just even and that's the community stuff. You want this national support. Like I said, I funded a basketball league for 9 years. So it's people that's in my line dance class who had kids that played in that basketball program for free for 9 years. You know what I'm saying? Once you is giving back to a community, the community gonna give back to you. But it's easier when you giving from here because it don't look and sound crazy. But it's a buildup of all these years. We're talking about over a decade of nationally and locally supporting. This is how we get to where I am at right now. And I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just not being a gatekeeper. I need you to either check yourself and make a mental note and adjust this. Oh, for y'all's on this side. Your heart, right? And start understanding that. When you go to an event, stop complaining. Stop. Stop. Because you got an event too. And nobody want to come to your event when they heard how you talking about somebody else's event. And they don't even want you to come to their event because you're going to say the same thing about their event that they came to their event. But when we talking about support, that's the word of the day. I need everybody to start being realistic, setting realistic expectations. And just like I said about social media at the beginning of the video, travel is the same way. You go to, say you gotta be intentional when you travel. I talk about this all the time. Y'all don't understand how powerful this is. There are so many people that had moments with me because I was intentional. Like I said, if I go to Linda's event and people know it and can attest to it, I'm like, hey man, where y'all eating lunch at? You know, we the workshop finishing up. Where y'all eating lunch at? Oh, we going down to so and so. Oh shit, I'm coming too. Like y'all come to an event, 10 of y'all eat together, y'all travel together, y'all walk the street together, y'all do, but y'all not interacting with nobody else. Then y'all come to this big old blue app called Facebook and post y'all event up saying we got an event and wondering why ain't nobody showed up. Because when they got a chance to experience y'all asses in person, y'all was amongst yourselves and they didn't get a moment to experience y'all. When you go out to these events, it's too many times breakfast, lunch, dinner, where y'all eating at. We want to go to kicking with people in the lobby. Are y'all too bougie to be with people in the lobby, hanging out, talking shit. Where you from? Okay, I got family there. These little moments, these little gestures are what takes you, your group, your event, your things to the next level. This is why I ended up in Omaha, Nebraska. These ladies came on my cruise, the worst year ever, right after the pandemic, when nobody was on it, and we couldn't do nothing. They still came, showed out with their energy was crazy, and I met not the leader of the group or whoever. I met all the ladies and kicked it with all the ladies. They would tell you, I came to the restaurant with them. Ask them. I went to the restaurant with them. We hanging out, eating, tripping, laughing. We in the lobby hanging out, tripping, laughing, blah, blah, blah. Having moments on the ship, whatever. That was 2021. They just had their first event. And I never forget that moment that we had and the fun that we had. So why am I not showing up? This is almost 4.5 years later. Why am I not gonna show up? See what I'm saying? That's the stuff I'm talking about. I remember their energy. I remember their moment. I'm like, oh, it's no way I'm missing this. And guess what? They was on my crew. They supported me, right? And that's how it works. That's how it works, bro. Come on. Y'all gotta be intentional. Y'all go to these events, y'all find y'all little five little friends that be there, and y'all just do what y'all do. And them the people that be having them little, ain't nobody supporting me, ain't nobody no, don't nobody know you. They know of you, they don't know you. They'll feel like they don't feel you ain't make nobody feel no type of connection. You kind of get out yourself for a second, you know? And like I said, I'm not holding nothing back that I know that is fact. And if anybody can say I'm lying about anything I say today, type it in front of everybody right now. Cause I ain't. I'm keeping it 100. It's just stuff that's proven things that I've learned over the years. And we started from social media to local stuff in general to how you are intentional when you travel in, how support's supposed to look in today's world versus how it looked back in the day. It's a different world. You got to evolve, you got to change and understand what it is. I don't care how old you are. Or you just be that old person in the background complaining. And this is what I'm saying. And that's why, see, I'm glad Brandon popped up. This is why I feel like Brandon should be on my team. Because I feel like because Brandon is not a social butterfly like person. He's very quiet individual. Like once you get to know him and be around him like that, he gonna be who he gonna be. But like I feel like I would highlight this dude so much, and his dances and his talent would be highlighted and spotlighted. That whatever you went through originally when you first came into line dancing, you would not have felt that. I feel like some people need a Carlos on a squad, bro. Like to be like, since everybody looking at me, listening to me, tell y'all this is what's going on, bro. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Because Brandon ain't gonna be that person making all these moments and meeting all these people and doing all that thing. But that's gonna be me. And then they gonna know about Brandon and what Brandon do and how, and then the opportunities open for Brandon. And he gonna start being at all these different events teaching because everybody know who he is and respect him. But when you stay in a small, intimate, little groups, little settings, the world is missing out on this gift. And that's all I'm talking about. I find instructors from all over the country that be busting their ass and got talent that need to be spotlighted and highlighted. And that's where we get to where we are now. Right. And I take pride in that. I've been a coach for basketball for so long. I can spot talent in a kid that don't even know he got talent. I've been doing that for years, since I was 19 years old. And I want to bring it out of them. Like, yo, you got a nice little left hand dribble, bro. I seen that jump, bro. You ever thought about being a point guard? No, man, I think I'm a small forward. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, he bringing the ball up court. He a point guard now. And he know he could be a point guard. Bro, you got a nice little shot on you. You might not, don't you ain't got to dribble, but stay in that corner right there. I got somebody that's going to bring you the ball up. Boom, boom. Bah. Like, I can evaluate talent. I don't care where you at. I will sit there and sometimes it's a bad thing. I'll be on social media all day and I will see people from all over the country. I see everything. Like, yo, this girl is putting in work. Her class is learning. I remember when she was teaching 6 months ago, and I see what she's teaching now. Like, her class is learning, they growing, like blah blah blah. And then y'all see her on my cruise teaching. Y'all be like, who is that? She good though. But who is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's how we grow as a community. Everybody getting a chance, everybody getting an opportunity. Like, bro, like, I don't really care about heavy hitters no more, for real. I'm tired of diving in inboxes and trying to get people numbers and begging all these people to be a part of what I get to, part of what I got. That's how I got to where I'm at now. Shay, people from Ohio pulling up. I only had to ask her one time. Shay on in there. Shay, will you please? Every year after year after year, asking Shay to be on my cruise. She just pulled up. But I saw what they was doing that time. What they was doing. I saw them working. I want y'all to be a part of what I got going on. And all these, I can name tons of people, and they all will attest for what I'm saying. Like, it ain't about the names. It ain't about talent is talent. Energy is energy. If you good, you good. Once you put somebody with talent in front of people, it don't matter what their name is. A lot of times it take y'all pick big names to get there. But I'm telling y'all, if you give me a crowd and I put somebody on that stage with a bunch of talent and you don't know their name, the talent will still shine through. It don't matter. Brandon said, "You're right. My social media has a limit," and I know that. I know that, bro. I know that. T the same way. You know what I'm saying? I know people. Everybody not. You know what I'm saying? But 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 Tracy, you don't have to. Um, Trinice, you don't have to. Just keep working, putting in the work, and when somebody see you, hopefully with a good heart, and don't care what your name is, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That's why look at all these dancers coming out with just winning the awards and stuff. These new people coming out. Only thing people need is an opportunity and a chance. This is why people that had talent in the past got swept under the rug. And this is how people that come in that's coming in now can get missed too. Because we always sticking with these 5, 6 names. Like, if your event ain't got these people, bro, you ain't. Bro. I can interchange people all day. I might have a tight 30, and I can interchange. I can I can interchange all my 20 out. Moochie been here for the whole ride. Moochie can tell y'all. Moochie seen all the instructors I had coming and going, and then the ones that stayed with me, the ones that come, new names, big names, little names, everybody, quiet people, loud people. I've seen it all. We've been here for the whole ride. Moochie been here. He could tell you. If you put somebody with talent on a stage, it don't matter what their name is. First thing people gonna say is, "Who is that?" But she good though. Who is that? And ask how many people that been on my event that end up getting booked for other events because they was discovered at my event. Come on, bro. I got a deep team. My team, I'm like Indiana and OKC right now. I don't gotta play my starting five. I can play number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I can run through because it's hundreds. When I say this, I'm not exaggerating. When I say there are hundreds of awesome instructors, whatever you looking for, energy, stage presence, terminology, can break a dance down regardless of the level of it. I can interchange all kind of people in this situation. And the thing is, y'all looking for the same 5 or 6 people. When the community is massive, this is how we get to where we get to. This is how we get to big venues. This is how we get to to these massive weekends and people having a good time. It's because when Nikki said, yes, Carlos did that for me. I was asked to be an instructor on his cruises. I really didn't know him, but I was so excited. Unfortunately, my job had dates and couldn't go. Yeah. I was saying, but like I said, I've always had an eye for talent. You working, you working. I don't need your name to be nothing crazy. Your name ain't got to be Big Moochie. You know what I'm saying? Your name ain't got to be John Woodhouse. And these are my friends, but your name don't have to be that. If you really are working, people ask me all the time, Carlos, what you need me to do? I need you to keep being great at what you do and posting your videos and teaching your class. Because what happens is when I do take that chance on you and put your name on my flyer, the first thing everybody gonna do is look your ass up. And they need to go to your page and be like, oh, okay. I see what he's doing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just keep working. Keep going. It don't stop. Just because you taught one time at UC, you ain't made it. You know what I'm saying? Keep working. Keep going. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people all over this country who didn't get a chance to experience you yet. They hit to hear your stage presence or understand how you get it in or like how you do your dances or like the different steps you put. It's telling y'all right now. And there's more people that's doing events like me. Like they don't care about your name. They care about is you working? Is you putting in work in the community? Is it, oh, okay. Come on. Oh, facts. Facts, la la. Facts. My first beginner's ball, all my local instructors got in free. My very first beginner's ball, I was like, shit, 18 of y'all, come on, all y'all free. Now, I ain't doing that again. I got burnt on that one. I ain't doing that again. But I've always looked out for the home team. My first cruise, my the instructors that were listed on my first cruise were all Richmond instructors. They all backed out. But that's where I try to start with my local people. Then I just said, fuck it. Big Moochie, let's go. Robert Johnson Jr., let's go. Y'all said yes, let's go. But I always kept it real with the home team because I love my city more than anybody. I love Richmond to death. But when we talking about support, sometimes it's just easier because people from out of town love on you so much more on a high level. It's crazy. And um, but like, nothing I'm saying today, y'all, is a lie. Everybody know me can attest to it. It's probably of the 50 people on here right now, it's probably about 20 of y'all that I hand I've actually asked to be a part of what I got going on in some capacity. And it's going to be more. Like I said, just keep working. I'm gonna reach out to you. I don't care what your name. Like I said, your name ain't gotta be Big Moochie, John Woodhouse, Stefan, bro. People can be swapped out and or eliminated. I don't. It don't work like that, bro. They just gonna have to be mad, bro. Like it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. Yeah, yeah. And I just try to, man. Listen, mm, mm. Like they said, Shannon Sharp was talking about it yesterday. He said, "Don't judge a man by where he's standing, because you don't know where he been through before that." Like, listen, don't look at me on this throne. This is why I take so much pride in the throne, right? This throne, this I call myself the prince. I'm on the throne. But like when I really started and it was the Line Dance Prince, I feel like I wasn't on the throne. Like I used the throne to give everything I know, all the knowledge I know, all the experience I've been through, to give it away, not to keep it to elevate myself. I give it away so people coming in this or dealing with the stuff that I would, what I went through, you don't have to deal with it. I want you to skip that part. There's parts of the game that I want you to skip. People will look at me make mistakes and just laugh at me or talk behind my back or whatever, let me make mistakes. Nobody was giving me no game. Nobody was pulling me to the side having these conversations. You know what I'm saying? I can only name two people that ever called me and said anything to me that y'all call OGs. And it's a bunch of people out here. Everybody else was just, and then now I'm who I am and everybody feeling some kind of way. But where I'm at with my platforms, I'm gonna give you what I got, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it. And if it elevates you faster than the OGs had to, the OGs mad. Well, we had to go through this, and this, and that. Bro, why am I holding? If I know how to get you the hotel rate that you need, if I know how to make it so your instructors and your DJs staying at the hotel for free, if I can teach you how to do all that stuff, because I do it, why would I not tell you to do it? Why would I make you want to pull money out your pocket and have to work overtime just so you can bring an instructor in when I can show you how to do it? I'm doing it at a high. I'm doing it at the highest level. Why would I not tell you? So you don't have to go through the stuff that all of the OGs went through or what I went through and all that stuff, bro. Like just reach out to me. Have a lady reached out to me from Chicago. I'm not a big name person, but I want to do an event. Blah blah blah. And she was about to make a whole bunch of mistakes. And I said, "Don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, because you're gonna look crazy." And she had to push her stuff back. But it makes sense. Like I'm not gonna just like say, "Yeah, do that," and then laugh at you. She didn't know what the hell she was doing. That was crazy. No, reach out to me. I'm gonna tell you what I know. You can take the advice however you want to take it, but I'm going to give you that advice with real, genuine words of advice. Like, no, I'm not trying to shade you. I'm not trying to short you. Even if I can't make that date that you got, I can't help you physically. I'm going to help you with your event. Yeah, gatekeepers. People be mad because you ain't walk both ways up the snow to school. Like, bro, like I don't do that with my son. I don't be mad at my son because he got it easy. No, I'm making sure my son don't got to go through the things I went through. Why wouldn't I do the same thing in line dancing, bro? My son eat whatever he want to eat every day. Eat good, eat straight. He ain't got to figure out. I ain't got a budget for him to eat. Like we had to go through. It's different times now. Why do I want my son to struggle? Because I struggle. Line dancing is the same way. Just because you know, um, I had it hard. Why does it got to be hard for everybody else? Right? And it's already going to be hard for everybody else because where line dancing is. Like I told y'all, it's more events than there are a week. They just added more events. It's like 80 events. It's only 52 weeks. So it's way more events than there are weekends. And so people need to understand what they're up against and what's going on. Same thing with instructors. There's all these instructors out here. So as much as I might criticize all of these makeshift instructors, I'm the same guy that you can go on Facebook and I got tips for brand new instructors. I got tips for students that's new to line dancing. I got tips. So at this, I can criticize because I'm the same person that's helping these people. There's plenty of people that reached out to me and said, Carl, thanks for your video. I watched your videos on line dance tips and it helped me a couple of things, blah, blah, blah. And I'm coming on here every week giving y'all stuff about being an instructor. Like, so I can be that person to be critical of the community because I'm the very same person on here trying to make it better. Or if you're going to do this, all right, okay, I might not be happy about you being an instructor, but you're an instructor now. So since you're here, let's get you the tools that you need to become an instructor, a better instructor. Like the way you went about it might have been wrong. Okay. But let's get you to where you need to get to because it helps everybody. If the better the instructors are, the better the community is. There's no way around it because bad instructors make it harder for people to host events and for activities to go on. Yeah, exactly. Many older generations say they want better for younger generations, but then resent when it's actually easier. That's kind of like I talk about the NBA. People look at today's NBA like back in the 80s, the NBA was better. We used to do this and that. That's cool. And I love history. I'm a student of the basketball game, but I'm not going to knock the athletes that play today. You know what I'm saying? These dudes work hard. They work just as hard. They in the gym every day. They eating good. They got physical trainers. They got, people that make their food for them, personal chefs and all that. They working hard too. I'm not going to diminish what they're doing now because I think the game was better back in the 80s and 90s. And line dancing should be the same way, right? I never reference my event talking about somebody else's event because to me, that's the biggest slap in the face. Like the worst thing you could do is like, hey, La 757, you had a good event, man. But back in UWD, man, like, bro, that's cool. Two things can be true. That could be a great event from the past, but 757 can have a great event today. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want old heads to get into that conversation. Like, were there great events back in the day? Yes. But is that telling them that all the events today are shitty? No. So two things can be true. It could be a great event in the past, and it could be a great event now. I don't go to Stefan's event, be like, bro, the beginner's ball would never. You do this, never. No. What I do and what he do is different, and they're both great events. Like I'm never comparing events and throwing stuff out there when we're talking about being good, right? Um, who's doing what? Once you get outside of that, we're gonna get to a better place. Let me get back to this stuff because y'all commenting a lot. I want to make sure I don't miss nothing on here. Colin said, "Oh, and that's the issue with some people, not just in line dance. People don't want to have easy to live." Yep. La Savage, nigga, I talked to you on the phone. Don't do that. Yeah, we did talk on the phone. We did talk. The girl said, "This is inspiring. So many nuggets. Thank you." Yeah, I'm trying. The problem I have with all these teachers where I live, I don't ever see any of them supporting people outside their city. Well, that takes time. Um, so there's going to be a different there's going to be different type of instructors in that scenario, Vanessa. You have instructors who don't know the traveling scene is really what it is, so they can't pull up and support. Then you got people that don't want to travel because they know they're not doing the necessary things to have their group or class prepared to go somewhere else, right? So if you teaching boots on the ground, country girl, and juke joint love, like you spotlight these, you highlight these. Like, I'm not saying they bad dances because I've taught them, but if you know that these are dances that you spotlight, highlight, it's going to be tough for you to take your class somewhere else, because now this is the part people don't talk about. It's not even the fact that your class is going to be unprepared. It's the fact that your class is going to look at you like, well, what the fuck are you teaching us? Why don't we know nothing? Right? And so a lot of people don't want to travel because it forces them to either step their game up or come to a realization that they're not who they think they are. And that's tough for a lot of people. Like, I can travel and see stuff I don't know and I don't feel threatened. Like, I'll just be like, "Dad, okay. I can either do one or two things: take this back home and learn it, or just realize when I go somewhere, there's gonna be shit I don't know." But it doesn't threaten me any. A lot of people feel threatened. And that is the problem, right? We said a lot, the math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. Once the math stop mathing, people don't want to be a part of it no more. You know, and we've had line dance instructors here that didn't want us to go out. They didn't want us to see, the outside world, because we don't look at them the same way. I used to look at some of the people here in Richmond like they was like I'm saying, I look at them like they was LeBron James of line dance and Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and all that. And then when you travel, you come back and realize you had Dennis Rodman, you had Bill Cartwright. That's what you really had. You ain't had Michael Jordan and LeBron James. You had these role players. You ain't had no superstar that you thought you had. And a lot of times your instructors don't want you exposed to that. You know what I'm saying? I can go out. I can literally right now book. I can book 6 plane tickets for six line dancers to come to Richmond, and we can show up to anybody class, and y'all gonna be like, "Yo, who in the these dudes is dancing like these girls dance." Like, and anybody you think that dance don't dance. Like, that's the downside of traveling. Like, people get exposed to stuff, or they get exposed. That'd be the part. They get exposed. Like, y'all know Tyrell. Tyrell, he's be with me all the time. Tyrell used to be like, "Yo, you the GOAT, bro. You the greatest, bro." I was just like, bro. I used to tell him all. He had a couple videos that I made him delete because he was posting it saying I was the greatest line dancer and all that. I was like, bro, I can name hundreds of people that can mop me up under the floor somewhere, mop me up under the table. You know what I'm saying? And dancing. And Vanessa, there's another person. This is people that we all know these people, right? They are so used to being that person where they live at, they cannot stand to go somewhere and not be that person. Like, you got line dance legends in their city. They in their city, they are that person, but they never been nowhere. And when they travel, I had one of these on my cruise before. Ain't nobody treat them like royalty, and they shit burnt their ass up. And people can't take it. People don't want to start over. I work so hard to be this person in my town. They do not want to travel and find out that they not it. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit hurt. That shit, if people can't do that. Like I do it all the time. I show up and shit, there's a bunch of people here that dance better than me. But guess what? When something come on, I know I'm going straight to the front, acting a fool. You can't tell me otherwise. But some people can't do that. They gotta be that person. That's why that was easy for me to call myself the prince. Everybody want to be the king. Shit, I just sit back here and be the prince. I'm good. And it just worked out for branding purposes too. Like if you Google me, if you Google the line dance prince, I'm the only person coming up. There's only one me. If you Google the line dance king, good luck. There's gonna be 55 names. Everybody where they at? White people, black people, Chinese people. You Google it when you get a chance. The line dance. Put in the line dance prince. I'm gonna pop up. But you be dancing too, Shay. That's the part about it. At the end of the day, you dancing. If you show up and dance, people gonna love on you. You show up. You show up. I'm not gonna say dance. Shay, you show up to have a good time. But that's all people ask when you. I don't care. Everybody got people that come to their events. They might sit a long time. They might not dance that much. If you come to anybody's event just to have a good time, I promise you, nobody will complain about you. It's the ones that come to your events, come to your stuff, complain. They don't know no dances, so now they don't dance and they mad. I don't care if you come about if you don't know no dances and don't say nothing. Everybody good. You came to have a good time. You socialize, whatever. You are one of them type of people. You show up. If you know it, you dancing. If you don't, you not mad. And I think that is part of the biggest issue people got. You got people that's on a lower level of dancing that complain about the people on the higher level. Then you got people on the higher level complaining about the people on the lower level. Like if you can be in the same space, if you can be in the same space and have a good time regardless of what's going on, and know when your time is your time to go up there and do what you do. People ask me about every event. So how was that? How was that event? How was that event? Y'all been line dancing going on 15 years in December. Y'all won't believe this one. I ain't never been to a bad event. Will I say all events the same? No. But I've never been to a bad event. I've never been to a bad event. Y'all understand? I host this event and I go to TCH. Right? They're not even this. They're nowhere near on the same spectrum. I have a good time both times. I have a good time both times. I just need people to be in the room. I'm gonna have a good time. And I love dance. You I'm gonna ask y'all a question right here. How many of y'all love R&B music? How many of y'all love R&B music and love concerts and y'all spent money to go to concerts? Put hearts put hearts in the comment section right now. Everybody that love music, if you love music, R&B music, concerts, and good, real good music, put hearts in the comment section. Let me prove something to you real quick. All right. If you ever been to a music concert, right, and you were there because you love music, you have a love for music. when you left and you were driving home, did you tell yourself, bro, it was crazy, bro. They ain't let me sing, bro. They ain't let me come on stage and sing, bro. This was a terrible concert. Like, they never let me on stage to sing. Like, if you really love dance, people that love dance, they go to Broadway shows and watch dance. They go to these shows and watch. They're like, I'm not. It's different when you love art. Like, if you love music, you can go and sit down and watch music. Can you play an instrument? Yes. Can you tap dance? Maybe. Can you play the saxophone? Yes. Did you play the harmonica in middle school? Did you play the flute in high school? Yes. But you was not mad because Beyonce ain't let you on stage and sing with her. I can go to an event, and if people are dancing at a higher level or know things that I don't know, because I love actual dance, I can watch it. I'm not saying go to an event where you're not dancing at all, but if you can dance a little, sit a little, you should still be in your element regardless. Because if you really love dance, like you say you love dance, if you love dancing and showing off, that's different. But if you love dance, you can go to watch dance. I can go to a line dance event and dance every few songs. I'm good. I'm good. Because I actually love dance. I wanted to take hip hop dance. You know what I'm saying? I got friends that was in dance. You know what I'm saying? I love dance. I've been to Broadway shows and watched dance. And that one time did I leave there mad because they never let me on the stage. Now, if you like to be a show out and be in front and doing what you do, then you're gonna be upset when you're not dancing the whole damn night. But if you truly love dance, you can go to a mixed event where they're doing beginner, intermediate, and advanced, and watch somebody dance. And then the next song come on, you get up and dance, and then maybe dance again, and then sit back down and watch somebody else dance. If you truly love dance, if you don't, if you can't do that, you truly don't love dance. You like to dance and be doing what you do, but that means you're bigger than the event. And then that's where the problems come in with line dancing. And it's both sides, beginner and advanced. Some of them it be assholes about it. If you on a lower level or on a higher level, there's always a you know. But you seen me complain at an event? Raise your hand, cause you lying. I'm good. Well, there's a couple other reasons why I know you lying, cause I'm different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm good because I actually love it. Um, And that's where I will put that pushback. Brandon said I always wanted to sing background. Yeah, if you only dancing to be seen, then yeah, you mad. Now you can't be seen. That go back to what I'm saying. Why a lot of people don't travel. A lot of people don't travel because they can't be the main character in the show. If they so used to being the main character in their city, in they town, in their class, or whatever they do, they don't want to be a background person like Brandon want to be a background singer. They don't want to be a background dancer. Everybody want to be dirty. Like dirty come on. If Fandango come on. Everybody want to be dirty. Everybody can't be Jason. You see what I'm saying? It don't work like that. Like, and if you upset, so you don't want to go. But this you that means in your mind you're bigger than the event. So you don't need to travel anyway. And that's how we gonna wrap up this conversation about support. A lot of y'all bigger than the support y'all trying to get. So it's hard to get support. Or it's hard to get support and it feel like support for you because you up here and your support down here. See what I'm saying? You too big. You too Hollywood. Yeah, Sonya. Talk to him. Bro, people, the way they be moving and the way they be into it, and I can, as long as I got food or I can order food, door that, be eating, watching, laughing, drinking, whatever. But y'all know, listen, if I only know 10 dances that get played, ask everybody where I'm at all 10 dances. I'm coming straight to the front row, right in the middle. Because when it's my time, it's my time. But I know how to sit down. That shit. Well, I know how to fade to the back and try to catch it on the floor. I know how to do that. I know how to do that. Yeah, like I said, she's sitting down like that shit. I know they about to kill this shit. Let me go sit down and watch. And look, bro, I don't have not one bit of jealousy in my bone. Like that nigga out there killing that jump. I wish I know when they come on, like, let me go ahead and get my good seat for this show. They about to do their thing on this thing. Because dancing is an art. And I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of times you can't really appreciate it when you're dancing. Because it's an art form. Like when you really see it, bro, it's great. Remember y'all first time seeing a dance that blew your mind, and you won't dance. You was watching it like, yo, you gonna never get that again because now you're doing it. You learned the dance, now you're doing it. You're enjoying it, but it would never hit the same way as when you watched that joint. You was like, yo, and because that's the art. That's the part y'all missing. That's that art. Y'all don't want to have those moments. But when I might look at it and be like, yo, that joint crazy. You looking at that joint. Here's another dance they doing I don't know how to do. And missing it. Like you missing the whole and that's a real thing. Anybody that plays sports, like when we used to play basketball at the playground all day back in the day, we loved basketball so much. Even when we was tired, we would lay around the court and watch people play after us. We just love watching basketball. Like we wouldn't be, bro. We would want to get back on the court if we had energy to play. But even after we was tired and couldn't play no more, we would still be at the court watching people play basketball because we love basketball. Yeah, bowling. When I was young, my first love was bowling. When I was young, I was a high. I was one of them. I was one of them ones. But I used to watch the grown-ups bowl. I used to do extra practice after my games in bowl. Like, I just wanted to be around it. I wanted to hear the pins cracking, the ball. Like, I just loved to be around it. I used to be at the bowling alley when I wasn't even bowling, just to be around it. I just wanted to be around it. I loved it so much. Um, and if you can't be around something without actually being it, then it's not really for you. Like people that play baseball, they just be at the field all the time. I gotta see it, I gotta play it, I gotta be around it. People, I'm telling y'all, I got cycling. I'm a cyclist. I know that I ride bikes. My friends just want to be around bikes. They collecting bikes. They just want to smell bikes. They want to buy new kits to wear on their bikes. And it's you when you into something for real, for real. That's why I said some of these people don't need to be going to events because if you really ain't of line dance, it's going to be hard for you to not dance. Bro, I'd be good. I'm making the venue money by me not dancing all the time. I'm buying drinks, food, might buy you a drink, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I can watch, admire, and this is how you also get to know who's who. When she dance, or when he dance, blah, blah, you know. Mm. Erica said, I love watching all types of dance, especially intermediate and advanced dances, because it's my goal to be like that. You can learn a lot by watching others. I love it. Be More Nation was my first goal, and I got it by just watching and practicing. That's my point. You wasn't sitting there like, and you was in my class when some people were like, never danced, I don't know how to do, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, you was one of the ones that was like, yo, I'm gonna get this jump. This jump's fire. And that's how we get that community to a better space. More people like you, Erica, coming in class, knew, like, oh, what's that? Oh, I'm gonna get that. Don't worry about it. And then boom, right? Then we got so many people that just be upset. Some come on, they don't know. They shouldn't be traveling. If I'm talking to you, if you want if the 50 some people on here, if you one of the people I'm talking to, between YouTube, I got people on here from YouTube and Facebook. It's 50 some of y'all on here. If I'm talking to you, if you are that person, do not come to my event. If you are that person, don't come to nobody else's event that I know. If you gotta be this person, the spotlight, if you gotta know every dance, if you mad because something come on, you don't know it, no, you ain't graduate to a level of traveling. You gotta get into a different mental space, and you don't love it enough, so you shouldn't spend money on traveling. Once you jump into the traveling scene, you have to be in love with this thing. Like, so you have to understand what comes along with this thing. Like, you should never invest in something that you ain't in love with. Because if you're in love with yourself, you need to invest in yourself. Yo, if you in love with dance, like line dancing, you can have a good time and enjoy it anywhere. I don't care if you go to Maine, Florida, Washington, out there in Seattle, LA, you can go anywhere. But if you just love you and you don't really love line dancing, you think you like line dancing, but you don't. The reality is you just love yourself and where you feel like when you in the spotlight. Don't waste your money. You're only gonna be disappointed. And I ain't lied one time on here. And then it's some of y'all, I told y'all when I recommend classes for y'all to go to, some of y'all learn the dances and now y'all frustrated because the dances y'all learning they're not doing locally. Y'all gotta start traveling. I told y'all, if you start going to Tammy, it's place in Richmond. If you go to start going to Tammy class, Rhonda class, some of the stuff Dante teach in Richmond, you gotta start traveling now. Cause you're not gonna go to these bars and clubs and do this stuff. You gonna be upset. And that's why 90% of people that travel will tell you that. They gotta travel because of the stuff they be learning. You ain't gonna get that John going to mom and pop's restaurant on Wednesday or whatever the spot is. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that travel can attest to that. I ain't lied one time yet. Once you really start learning line dancing and dances like that, or if you learn from somebody like Brandon, if you learn something from Brandon, you definitely wasting your time locally. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I want to be a part and attached to all this stuff, because I want to be able to send people to the right places, but also let them know like it's more to it than that. Because you're gonna be upset. You leave my class, go to Rhonda class, and then you go to the little Wednesday social down there on East End. What you learned in Rhonda class, they ain't gonna play it. So you got to start traveling. and it'd be like, oh, now you're gonna get that bug. And you're gonna hear everybody talking, oh yeah, we going to St. Louis next month. You gonna hear people talking, oh yeah, we going to Philly, we going to New York, we going to Cali, we going to Jersey, we going to BDD, you gonna start hearing all these acronyms, BDD, TCH, and everything. It's gonna sound new, but these dances that you learn at these other classes, you gotta start going through the BDDs and the TCHs and you know what I'm saying, and triple S's and all that. You're gonna have to start traveling in the 757 and all that. You're gonna have to start incorporating all of that. Otherwise, you shouldn't go there. If you ain't planning to go nowhere, you're gonna frustrate yourself. And so you gotta understand that. I recommend them people, but if you're not going to travel, you're only gonna frustrate yourself because you're gonna be requesting stuff at parties that's not gonna get played locally, and you're gonna be mad. And you shouldn't be mad because I'm giving you the knowledge right now. I'm telling you. When you start going to the Tammys and the Rondas and like I said, some of the stuff that Dante teaching, bro, you're gonna be traveling, you're gonna be going around all these little parties in Richmond, and they ain't doing none of that shit. And if it ain't, especially if it ain't a line dance DJ, you can hang shit up. They playing all the that new shit. So um this is just me giving y'all knowledge. This is stuff I had to learn. I started traveling. I'm going traveling recklessly. I don't know who do what, where, and I'm just figuring it out. I'm telling y'all now, before you start investing your money in traveling, make sure you straight. How is your mental state? Are you selfish? Are you self-centered? Do it got to be about you? Do you really love line dancing? Okay, now you can go ahead and start traveling. Are you learning the things that you need to learn to be comfortable based on what you know? Right? Are you a prisoner of yourself? Mhm. But to get back to that whole conversation of support, what have you given? And then we can talk about what you get. Because everybody feel like they under supported, but you ain't doing the things that you need to do to get that support. Not in the conversation like that. It's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince. I love y'all, man. It's been a good episode. Uh, catch us tonight. We got some good conversation for y'all tonight. On Only in Line Dancing is me, Stefan, and Quan. I want them to elaborate a little bit about support too. We're gonna talk about it a little bit more because I want to hear different sides of it. Because I like sitting on the throne because I get to sit on the throne and just give you I call it unbiased opinion. Because I feel like I sit on both sides of all these conversations. Um, I really don't have no dog in the fight most of the time. Um, but yeah, tonight, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, we're gonna have a great, great conversation. And I think we got a couple guests coming on too, so y'all don't want to miss that, Joe. But tonight, sitting on the throne, get your popcorn ready, get your drinky drink ready. You know what I'm saying? Wind down, and you can have a good time, man. Yeah. And this Sunday, me and Mr. Charles gonna be on Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. Um, that should be cool. I could go ahead and say, uh-oh. But yeah, man. But it's summertime. My son out of school. I'm gonna take him outside, do something with my son today. But y'all be great. I love y'all. It's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince. And don't forget to tune in to Soul Line Dance Radio whenever you not line dancing. Just tune into it. Soul Line Dance Radio. If you get together with some friends, cut it on. Soul Line Dance Radio. Uh, check it out. Gonna be adding some more DJs mixes to that joint. So I want different DJs on every hour. Not every hour, but maybe every other hour on the hour. So peace out. I love y'all. Episode 33. It's a wrap. Matter of fact, I'm gonna end on the my new little intro music. Yo, you gotta work hard. Nothing was given to you. You had to get it out the mud. Sitting on the ground. Y'all tune in. Share the link, baby. I'm sitting on the ground. I'm sitting on the ground. It's your boy Carlos the Line Dance Prince. I'm sitting on the ground. I'm sitting on the ground. Ain't no gatekeeping going on here, baby.